So, you asked questions about healing earlier. I was just trying to tell you anything else I can think of. This is my basic standard build. Standard build. This is my basic healing build. It's subclassed buttons. Subclassed 2 parts Templar, 1 part Warden. To optimize it, I'll probably swap out Adric Spear for another healing line. For now, it's there partly for the extra synergy for tanks, and mostly because I'm familiar with Templar, and it's helpful to have skills that I don't have to think about. At some point I'll change it. So on the main bar, the first 3 are different heals over time. The next 2 are instant heals. They've also instant heals that have some type of bonus to them. That one's Major Berserk, Minor Berserk, Minor Resolve, and the other one gives me spell points back. On the back bars, a Destruction Staff, Wall of Elements, I think it procs enchantments. Those 2 are for synergies, and that's a heal over time. This one, Channeled Focus, it's a Templar skill, creates a rune you stand in. Good for static fights, useless if there aren't any. But if you're in the rune, healing is much higher. And the last one is a group buff. And it's there as a passive for me anyway. So whether I use it or not, I get the benefits. Most people recommend Warhorn and Barrier as the ultimates. I often run Healing Thicket instead, because you don't need a lot of ultimates to proc it, and it's good. It's really good for stupid pugs who need a bit more healing. So the general rule of thumb in SBC at least is keep the heal over the first 3 heal over times down all the time, and the various buffs and synergies whenever you can. These last 2 are really only needed when the party's taking a lot of damage, which is generally either for heal checks or when people are being stupid, depending on the content or the group you play with. Sometimes I have to use those a lot, sometimes I barely touch them. It's one reason that Viper's logs look better than mine. I don't tend to spam heals if they're not needed. I generally wait and save my resources, unless I'm in a set where I get benefits from overhealing people. So that's largely it for my setup. From Healer's Haven, I had a subclassing guide. I don't know where it went to. But if you give me a sec, there was something I wanted to show you. So Healer's Haven is, it's a Discord. That's not the right thing. It's a Discord. I don't have the invite link, but it's all the up-to-date information on healing. I'll send this one to you. So what it is, this is what they recommend as standard, no matter what subclass or class you're running. And depending on what you choose, you can fill those bits out as you will. So you're generally going to want 2 instant heals there, and on the back bar it's generally some type of buff. I know they recommend Vigor, but I don't see as many benefits from it personally. Might be just who I run with. But it is useful for resource management given that Vigor takes stamina rather than Magicka. And Alter on the back bar is also quite nice. But yeah, that's basically it. It's not too complicated. Yep. I think I have a image somewhere that talks about enchantments and that. I normally use, I do 2 reduced spell costs on my jewelry and 1 weapon spell damage, because that counts healing. And CP points, Soothing Tide, From the Brink, Swift Renewal, Enlivening. Spirit Mastery, which everyone says don't have, but as a Templar healer, I res people really fast. And there is some merit to resing as a healer sometimes, because I know when my dots are down, when people are likely to be taking damage. I know where the window is that I can res and get someone up really fast. Faster than most of the party can do. And I know, most of the time I know the party and the trial well enough to do that safely. So I use it. Boundless Vitality, Fortified, Rejuvenation. But, you know, everyone does their own thing. Most of the other enchants are Divines and Max Magicka. The Master's Resto Staff's real cool. And I've got Pillages on the back bar. Although my enchantments and traits aren't necessarily right for those. I still haven't figured that out. But yeah, that's all I know I can think of. So yeah, bye.